Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. I just got out of the shower. It is about 9 p.m. at night. I'm about to do my gua sha routine. I've got my green tea and I thought I'd turn on the camera and talk to y'all for a bit, share a bit of some fun dating secrets and tips that I think is gonna blow your mind. So we are using the Eco by Sonia Glory Oil. Swear by this. This is the most amazing oil. This is one of the best oils I have ever freaking... Oh my god, some oil just dripped into my tea. That's okay. So the first thing I want to talk about, ladies, is that for a man to really cherish you and adore you, he needs to pursue you, ladies. He needs to financially invest in you and actually put an effort and pursue you. You need to be a chase. Like, yes, you're not going to be like playing a whole bunch of games, but you're also not going to be by your freaking phone and like answering in -0 seconds every time he texts you. You've got a life, ladies. You're the freaking prize. You need to put yourself on a pedestal and you need to lean back and let him chase you. You need to be comfortable with the silence, the distance, and the space, and to allow time, even hours, to go by for him to wonder about you. For him to go, oh my god, what is she doing? For him to think like, oh, is she going out with someone tonight? I wonder what she's doing. Is she hanging out with her friends, or does she have a date on tonight? She said she was busy this weekend. I wonder what she's doing. Needs to get the impression that other men, other suitors are pining over you, that you have a life, that you've got things to do, you've got hobbies, you've got interests, you are lit up by life, you enjoy what you do, that your life is already overflowing with joy and you are already super fulfilled without him. If you are easily impressed by him and he's just doing the bare minimum, aka just booking a restaurant, taking you out for dinner, picking you up, that's bare minimum. If you think him paying for a date, taking you out to a nice place, and picking you up is like you hit jackpot, he knows that your standards are pretty low. You need to allow him to go above and beyond to truly spoil you, cherish you, think of thoughtful things, plan, organize, out of the norm, out of what is standard, what is bare minimum, for you to be impressed. But I work with a ton of y'all ladies and you guys send me screenshots of your conversations on the apps. And I'm sorry, I freaking cringe. I cringe, ladies, because you are full on chasing the man. You need to be sitting on your throne and you need to allow him to come to you with offerings. You need him to lead the conversation. You're not going to ask him a bunch of questions. He needs to be asking you questions. He needs to be carrying the conversation. Y'all ladies need to stop being so desperate. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if your biological clock is ticking. You cannot be desperate. You cannot come off desperate. You need to have the mindset that you're freaking top shit. That you have a lot to offer. That your energy, your mind, your whole being, your whole essence, your whole existence is fucking valuable. And when you get to this stage and you have this unattached energy, men can feel it. And they go, she's not asking me a bunch of questions. She doesn't freaking care. She's not a pick-me woman. This woman seems like she has a bunch of suitors, whether I show up or not, but she's gonna be snatched up. And this is the energy of what makes men step up. To offer to pick you up, to pull out your seat, to compliment you, to ask you a bunch of questions and your preferences and your hobbies, your interests, so they can plan a standout date so that you will give them the time of day. All your energy needs to be poured into you. You allow him to message you good morning, to ask how is your week going, how is your day going, him to plan all dates. And ladies, stop giving him the benefit of the doubt. You need to have the trust that your person is out there. And your person is not going to fumble you. So you're not going to give a flying rat's about Freddie, about Jack, about Tom. If they ghost you, if they never followed up about a date, who freaking cares? Because your person is going to follow up. Just move on. Next. You ladies are so caught up. You are so attached. Like, move the fuck on. Yeah, you're on the dating apps, but at the same time, you kind of forget you're on the dating apps. Oh, forgot to message Dan back. because you got 20 other men DMing you. You're too busy working on your business. You're too busy going shopping. You're too busy out with your friends. You're too busy traveling. And again, this energy, ladies, is contagious. This energy is attractive. Men can feel it. In order to get a chance to take this woman out, in order to have some of her time, I need to plan something of significance. I need to plan something that she'd be interested in. I need to plan something where she doesn't even have to think or lift a finger and she can just show up. And I will take care of the rest. And this, ladies, is the foundation of princess treatment, of golden retriever energy. You are the black cat. He's the golden retriever, always trying to catch your attention. His eyes and attention is on you. Your eyes and attention is on yourself. You are the queen. You are the prize. Especially in early dating, the more you do for a man, the less he regards you as the prize. The more you do for the man, the less he values you. This means you reaching out to him. This means you planning the date. This means you asking him more questions than he's asking you. This means you are typing chunks and chunks and chunks of paragraphs and novels way more than him. This means buying him freaking random gifts and paying for meals and dates instead of him treating you, instead of him taking care of you, instead of him providing for you. You need a lot of time and space for him to wonder about you. Do not get anxious in this in-between moment. The space in between is what sparks the desire for him to pursue you, to wonder where you are, for him to miss you. Ladies, he cannot miss you if you are always the one texting him, if you're already planning the next day, if you're the one always doing all the talking, you're the one always asking all the questions. You're the one always just there by your phone replying him in -2 seconds of every time he sends you a text. You gotta be so obsessed with you, with your life, with your self-care routines, with your career, with your friends, with your home, your leisurely activities. Do not act busy. Be actually busy. Stop being a woman playing hard to get, but actually be hard to get. Another huge tip, ladies, if you want to be picked up by man, so simple. This line is so simple when I learned it. Literally text him or say out loud, would love if you could pick me up. So simple. That line, would love if you could pick me up. Smiley face. And if he hasn't offered already, he's going to say, of course, would love to. Unless he's a beta, he's a feminine man, a real masculine provider man, a quality man, he's going to feel like it is his duty. Of course, it's my honor to pick you up. I would love to pick you up. Closed mouths do not get fed, ladies. I do not agree with the statement. I think it goes, if he wanted to, he would. I think if he was raised well, a lot of mannerisms, a lot of gestures, a lot of chivalry is said. But I do think, ladies, you need to speak up if you want a man to pick you up. If you want a man to buy you a certain gift. If you want a man to buy you a certain type of flower that you like. It's a balance between obviously picking and choosing a quality man that was raised well, but it's also learning to ask for what you want and for him to step up to meet you at your standards, for him to step up to make you happy, and for him to step up to feel like I can provide for her. And real men, real masculine provider men who are ambitious and successful love to problem solve. They love to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so useful to her. She loves it when I help her. She loves it when I fix things for her. She loves it when I can provide her all the materialistic things that she loves. So ladies, get used and feel comfortable asking things of a man. Ask him to pick you up something before he comes over. Would you be able to stop by the smoothie bar to get my favorite green juice? And if he's at the mall, you can just say, would you be able to stop by Bath & Body Works and get me a couple of my favorite scented candles? It seems so simple, but so many women are so scared to do this. They are so scared to ask a man to purchase things for them, to take care of them. And if you haven't done this already, ladies, and you are currently dating, you're in early dating, try this on a man. This is what is going to tell you if he is an acts of service type of man, if he's going to be a good husband. And if you just moved to a new country, a new city, a new suburb, you can ask him, would love if you could take me around for a tour, show me all the good places, take me to your favorite restaurants. I'm telling you, ladies, a man loves to be a good tour guide. A man loves to show you all the good places. A man loves to be the cause of your happiness. So he's going to jump at every single opportunity to prove to you that he's going to pass every single test with flying colors, that he's going to be a good support system, he's a good leader, a good provider, be there for emotional security. Anything that breaks in your house that needs fixing, text him, call him. Would you be able to fix my cabinet? Could you help me hang my paintings? Would love if you could help me put together my flat pack. And the next thing I want to talk about, ladies, is what you wear, because what you wear determines the restaurants he will take you to, the dates he's going to plan for you, determines the type of flowers he gets you. Do you want the cheap flowers that's from a casual local grocery store? Or do you want the luxury flowers that's a couple $100? Do you want to be the type of woman he pulls out the chair for, opens the door for? You gotta look the part. So many of y'all ladies are still asking me, wondering why you don't get the high investment dates, wondering why they keep asking you out on coffee dates. And I look at y'all's profiles, and you ladies are dressed so casually. Jeans, a sweater, a dress that you would wear to a freaking beach shack. You cannot expect a high investment date, be taken out to a Michelin star restaurant, have a man open your door, and you look like a freaking bogan. You look like a homeless person, or you look like freaking everybody else, a middle-class woman. If you want top-tier treatment, you gotta look top-tier. We all have eyeballs, we all have Pinterest, we all have Instagram. You gotta look expensive, you gotta look high-end. Not just that, ladies, the way you pose and how the photos are taken, your body language. If you don't look confident in the photos, if you don't look feminine in your photos, it does not matter. You don't look approachable. You don't look like a lady because you're standing like a man. You have a resting bitch face. When you are taking your photos, ladies, you have to feel relaxed. Don't have your hands on your hips. Do not have your hands crossed. And for some of you ladies, if you're not used to having photos taken of you, being seen, feeling comfortable, eyes on you, like, look at me. I'm a freaking goddess. I'm a God-given gift. I know I'm beautiful. That type of energy. Yes, your photos are gonna look awkward for some time. But through practice, self-awareness, and looking at accounts on Pinterest, on Instagram, and actually constructively criticizing your own photos and over time improving them is how your photos are gonna look effortless. So ladies, don't come complaining, where are all the wealthy men? Where are all the high investment dates? These men don't exist. I never get asked out to dinner dates because 99.999% of the time your profile is shit. The photos you use do not align with a wealthy woman. You do not look like you belong in a luxury environment. You do not look like you belong at Michelin star restaurants. So go back to the drawing board. Be honest with yourself. Do your homework. Analyze your profile, your photos, your bio. Because that will be the difference. Because until you acknowledge that, your results aren't going to change. So the next one I want to talk about is having high standards and never wavering from them. And coming back to stop being a pick-me woman. Stop being so desperate. A man will text you, call you sexy, have a bunch of sexual innuendos, comment about your body in an inappropriate way, but you still keep entertaining them? But you are still giving them the time of day? Like, what are you doing, ladies? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you ladies so desperate that you are going to put up with this? No respectful man, high quality man would ever talk about your body in that way, would never disrespect you in that way, would never bring up anything inappropriate in that way. He would not fumble you like that. He would never take the chance like that. Another one is that he'll just keep talking to you. He never asks you out. He never plans a proper date. He keeps asking you questions. You guys talk back and forth in paragraphs. He's wasting your time and you allow it. You keep asking him questions back. You keep the convo going. This comes back to energy and how you perceive yourself. If you perceive yourself as the prize, you would not be texting him novels. You would not be messaging him back and forth. By your responses or lack of long novel-esque paragraphs, he's going to get the picture that you are the type of woman that, oh, he needs to invest in. That, oh, he needs to plan a date for. That, oh, he needs to take you out to a nice place. Because if he doesn't, someone else will. You ladies are so quick to blame the men, But a lot of the times when I go through your chats, because you ladies send me screenshots, you are the one feeding the situation. You are the one entertaining this type of behavior. You are the one inviting this type of treatment. It's always a you thing, not a man thing. It's always a you thing. How you respond to a man teaches him and trains him, tells him that you are some type of woman. Either you're a high quality woman or a woman that he knows that, oh, she's got low self-worth. Like, oh, she's a pick-me woman. Oh, this is a woman that will talk to me back and forth for days without me asking around her date. You are always telling a man by how you respond to him, how you message to him, how he needs to show up for you. To get your attention, to get your time, to date you, to even get a chance with you, even the type of date that you will accept. That is why, again, I'll say again, it's so important to look the part. He's not going to offer up a coffee date, low investment date, a walking date if you look high maintenance, if you look like a woman who gets wined and dined. And the last one I want to talk about, ladies, is that you have to let go of friendships that have low self-worth, that are pick-me women, that have a 50-50 mindset when it comes to dating and marriage. If your goal is to cool in a wealthy provider man, you need to be around women who are like-minded and have the same value as you. Why? So you don't listen to them complain about their boyfriend, about how he doesn't do this, how he doesn't do that, how their partners never appreciate them. You are in a 50-50 relationship. It's actually 90-10 because the woman always does way more. And again, back to what I said in the beginning of the video, a man values you and cherishes you when he invests in you and earns you. And that only happens when he is the sole provider. The more you do for a man, the less he appreciates you. You might not feel in the beginning, but over time, subconsciously, he does less and less and less. That is why you have women in relationships where they've been together 5 to 10 years, no ring on the finger. That is why you have relationships where, oh, you're pregnant, no ring on the finger. The baby daddy is their boyfriend. It's not their husband, it's their boyfriend. And in some cases, it's not even their boyfriend. If you want better and more in your dating life, this needs to be carried onto your friendships. You need to be around women who have healthy relationships, where they're not complaining about their man because they are taken care of. They're spoiled. Their husbands got them. Being provided for is their norm. And if you have a friend that has low self-worth, and if you share with them the type of man that you're trying to call in, your dating stories, what you are looking for in a man, they're going to be like, girl, you want too much. That does not exist. Good luck trying to find that, because they do not have the same values as you. They don't love themselves enough to want that for themselves. So how can you talk about dating and love, relationships with women who don't believe that they can attract a full provider? You cannot. So you can't fully be yourself around them. And they are going to get exhausting if they complain and come to you with problems that you know could be fixed by just having a provider boyfriend, provider husband, by regarding themselves as the prize, putting themselves on a pedestal. And if they don't believe they are worth that, if they don't believe that they deserve that, that's going to cause a lot of problems. I don't know if you ladies can tell, but I am feeling like my skin is so refreshed. So I'm going to wind down now, watch my favorite TV show. I trust that this video was helpful for you ladies, and I'll see you in my next video.